Hello, everyone. We will now have a session on benefits of exchange-traded commodity derivatives. We look at the advantages of exchange-traded derivatives. These are the instruments which are offered on the commodity exchanges, such as the MCX. First of all, let's look at the type of derivatives. There are two distinct types or groups of derivative contracts, distinguished by the way they are traded. So we have the over-the-counter derivatives and we have the exchange-traded derivatives. Over-the-counter derivatives are negotiated contracts, whereas exchange-traded derivatives are standardized contracts which are available for trading purposes on an exchange platform. So what are exchange-traded derivatives? Standardized forward contracts traded on regulated exchanges, designed by the exchange, vetted by the regulator, offered to the public for trading. They are contractual agreements between two parties to buy or sell an asset of a specified quantity and a quality at a specific time in the future at a specific price through the exchange. That is what an exchange traded derivative is. Examples of exchange traded derivatives would be futures and options. So what are standardized contracts? Contracts designed and keeping in mind the requirements of the industry segment and incorporating the physical market characteristics. These standardized contracts must appeal to a wider market, and hence a lot of work goes in trying to determine what the market wants, and based on the inputs, such contracts get designed. Exchange traded contracts are based on homogeneous underlying products. In other words, when you're trading in exchange traded derivatives, the underlying is homogeneous, and that means the, when the contract comes to an end and you opt for delivery, there should not be much difference or difficulty in trying to uh, differentiate between different qualities, and hence the quality should be generally homogeneous in nature. There is transparency. That is what the exchange traded derivatives brings to the market. All participants view the same trader workstation at the same point in time. So you might be at any place across India. You may be sitting in front of your machine, your laptop, and trading, and the trader platform that you see, the trading platform, the TWS, the trader workstation that you see, everyone is viewing it at the same point in time. So there's perfect information. Information is available to every market participant equally. And there's no hidden costs involved either. And everything is transparent. That is the biggest benefit of exchange traded derivatives. There's accessibility. Yeah. When you're talking about accessibility, there's a cutting edge technology making the platform accessible from all parts of India. All participants input trades based on up to date information. And so you have security, you got flexibility, your functionality, and your reliability. And that is the cutting edge technology that is offered on the exchange platform. This real-time electronic trading platform, and hence all trades are in real time. Trades take place during the exchange trading hours, which is right in the morning at 10 a.m. and it goes on right until 11:55 p.m. Trade takes place during the exchange hours, and which are always informed to all participants, and the hours that I just mentioned could change. So those who wish to trade should look at the contract specification, and you should look at announcements from the exchange in case there are any changes. Affordable contracts for trading are available in various sizes, such as you have large contracts, mini and micro contracts. For instance, for if you have size pertaining to quality of gold futures instruments, would be like you have a petal contract where the minute you trade in one single contract, you are now committing to buying or selling 1 gram of gold. And if you're trading in the mini contract, then you would be trading in 100 grams of gold. If it's a guinea contract, then you are trading in 8 grams of gold. And then, of course, you have the big boy, the big contract, 1 kilogram gold contract. And the point here is that we have contracts which have been designed to cater to different types of market participants. And so we have large contracts and we have mini contracts and micro contracts. Small contracts cater to small and medium-sized traders. Transaction costs, all rules and regulations and costs are communicated by the exchange. Transaction costs are affordable and they're transparent and they're equal to all. The counterparty risks, this is a big advantage that one has on the commodity market. Exchange is the buyer to every seller and a seller to every buyer. And this concept is called novation. And when we talk about counterparty risk, that is in case the buyer of the contract defaults, that is at the end of the contract, he says he doesn't want to buy, or the seller of a contract at the end defaults and says he doesn't have the commodities to sell. Now this kind of risk is known as a counterparty risk or counterparty default risk, and this is absorbed by the exchange. The market participants are assured that default risk is shouldered by the exchange, unlike in an OTC market where if any one party defaults, then the other party is left in the lurch. Whereas on an exchange traded platform, such as what is offered by MCX, counterparty risk is zero. The exchange shoulders all the risk. So efficient price discovery is taking place. One of the two pillars of the exchange is price discovery, which means that commodity prices are efficiently discovered. Many trades on exchange in real time result in efficient price discovery. And that is because everyone is looking at the prices at the same point in time. And if they find that there is an opportunity, then they would enter to buy, or if there's an opportunity to sell, then more people will enter the market and the price will find its own level. And hence the trade that takes place is at an efficient price. Price risk management, one of the two pillars again, the second pillar of the exchange is price discovery. That is one is price discovery, the other is price risk management. That is, the exchange has been allowed to come into existence so that people can manage their risk. Which risk are they trying to manage? They're trying to manage price risk. So price risk is getting managed using different kinds of tools such as hedging. You manage your price risk, and that is what the exchange platform is offering to the participants in the market. There's of course benefits to different kinds of participants. Now here's an example of benefits to farmers. Now a farmer, he reaps various benefits such as price discovery. So a farmer can see a price in the future, and based on that price that which has been discovered by the market, he is able to know the direction in which the price is expected to move. He's looking at he can now decide on the crop selections of what if the price is not suitable to him, then he might decide to plant a different crop. And if he chooses to plant a particular crop, he now looks at the quality specified in the contract specification of the contract and plants a quality that is acceptable for delivery on an exchange platform. The other benefits to farmers is warehousing. So the exchange has tie-ups with quality warehouses, and the farmer also benefits from such warehouses, which are all of the accredited warehouses. Thank you very much for listening to this session on advantages of exchange traded derivatives.